we continue on the subject of values. And as I said in the last chat, we need a new story. A story that encompasses all of people of the world. A story based on provable truth, empiricism, searching for data, exact and precise information that would reach anybody, an Aboriginal person in Australia, a person in Mississippi, a person in the country of Georgia or Russia or Siberia or Alaska or down into South America where the Mayans were, all the way down to the very bottom of the Americas. We need a new story. Those old stories from Buddhism and Confucianism and Taoism and Zoroastrianism and Judaism, those stories had a lot of wonderful good things in them. As I have said, they also sponsored narcissism and hate. And we have no time for that in the world anymore. It's too dangerous. We have to cooperate. We're all on this boat, this rowboat as I once called it, and we're in it together. And all the old national philosophies are getting to be outmoded. They don't make as much sense as they once did. You can't say, I'm exceptional. That's just narcissism. You are a human, and each one of us is a human. And now we have to cooperate together. But we need a story. These old stories began with creation. So I want to begin with creation. 15 billion years ago. That's a 15 with 9 zeros. Something happened. A big bang occurred where everything was very dense in terms of the basic elements, and boom, it exploded and sent out stars, balls of gas out into space. And space, according to Einstein, is pulling these various stars, star clusters out further. It's not like we're pushing them, according to Einstein. Space is pulling us, like, as he uses the metaphor of a raisin cake. And the stars are raisins in the cake, and as the cake rises, the stars recede. 15 billion years ago. That's creation. Is that provable? It's provable in dozens of ways. It's provable by studying spectrums. It's provable by the speed of light, 186,282 miles per second. It's provable by the Doppler effect. It's provable through the Hubble telescope that's circulating around us, which is going to be replaced before long with a James Webb telescope. I don't know that I'll see it, but 5 or 6, 10 years, 15 years from now, there'll be a new telescope that will be able to see to the utter end of the cosmos. 15 billion years ago, there was creation. Now, the original stars were basically hydrogen and helium, the two most common elements in the cosmos. And when you look just at our sun, which is a medium-sized sun, it's really in the bottom 10% of the size of all stars. Sun is a star. Our sun is like a massive hydrogen bomb. It's exploding. Hydrogen's hitting helium, and it's creating fires. And the fires send heat and light to our planet. So these original stars were hydrogen and helium. Now, stars much larger than us, say 8 times as large as our sun, have a problem because the pressure of the hydrogen and helium fires within is combating gravity, and sometimes that gets too much, and the star will explode, which causes what is a supernova, a super explosion. Now, what happens in these supernovas is important for us. It's part of our story, because new elements are created in this extraordinary heat. Comes forth two things that are very common on our Earth. Iron. Iron is the most common metal. It's what's in the center of our planet. And carbon. Iron and carbon are created along with gold and titanium and other little elements in these explosions of the supernova. So part of this story, this very valid, true, provable story, scientifically provable story, is that our planet is a accumulation of these pieces that are thrown out throughout the cosmos, these pieces of iron, these chemical elements of carbon. And that comes to us over the accumulation of 4.6 billion years. That's 4,600 million years. It's a long period of time, and I confess, when I see 15 billion with 9 zeros, that just goes out of me, because I'm not even going to live 100 years, I'm sure, with all that's happened in my body. But the thing is this, that's our story. That's the beginning of our story. And it's valid, it's true, it's universal. It has everything to do with every person on the face of this globe, this earth that we live on. So, now we know creation. And we know the evolution of chemicals. Evolution simply means change over time, change over a long period of time. And from this beginning, from this creation, provable, scientific, provable story, we're beginning to develop the great story that can transform all our values, each human's values, on the face of the earth.